What's going on, guys? Back again with another free pick video for this Thursday night football, Dallas Cowboys versus New York Giants. I'm going to walk y'all through a couple free plays for you for this game and talk some strategy and go about it that way. First things first, I want to talk about how last weekend went. So you can see we won a couple plays here. Two 20x boosted plays right here, and then one prize picks play. So not a lot of tickets to show, but a lot of big wins. So a 20x win, two 20x wins, and a 10x. That's 50 units right there. That is a very good weekend in my books. So not a lot of tickets to show, but we profited. So these 20x plays, man, they really help us out. They really put you in the green when you hit them. Obviously, they're a little harder when you have these boosts like these Dak Prescott's and then the Josh Hoover ones. But when they hit, they are solid. And I definitely hit them every single weekend. Now, the goal is to hit, obviously, you want as many wins as possible, but the end goal is to be profitable. And that's what we were this weekend. So I'm pretty pumped about that. Here's some tough losses I want to show. All 3 out of 4, very close to winning. And the way this goes is, it sucks we lost, but it's good to just see so many 3 out of 4s because we're winning most props. So we're winning close to 75% of the props. It's just that when they're 4-man entries, there's a lot of variables to go about it. So, man, we were just so close to like an absolutely insane weekend. And that just gets me motivated. That gets me fired up just to see that not only did we profit from those wins, but we were so close to having an absolutely epic weekend. So we're hitting props and just got unlucky with how we pair them because you can see we do different game plays instead of like same game plays. So we just got a little unlucky with how we paired them. And obviously there's no really strategy, too much strategy behind how you pair these games together. Every play I put in, I really like. So it is what it is. But definitely really motivating, definitely really pumped about how close we got to a huge weekend, and that huge weekend is definitely coming soon. So let's go ahead and get into these games. So like I said, I like to do mostly different game plays to where you do quarterback receiver and then with a different quarterback receiver on a different whole entire game. But we have Thursday night football this week, so we only have one game. And so I have a different strategy whenever it's just these one game days. And that strategy is to lock in, 4 or 5 plays instead of just riding on that one play that you think is going to happen because we don't know what's going to happen in these games. So we have to put these bets in, in different order. So the downside of this is that when we're locking in separate plays for different variables in the game, that guarantees that they're not all going to hit. But the thing is, if we lock in 4 or 5 plays, you have to see it as in we're risking 5 units to try to hit that 20x play. So and then we have some 10x, 9x, 10x plays. So even if we lock in 5 plays and we just hit a 9x, 10x, that's still profitable. So I would much rather risk 4 or 5 units to win 9 to 20 units instead of just putting in one play and hoping that hits. So the different variables I see going for Dallas versus the Giants is obviously this is a pretty notorious matchup. And, lately Dallas just absolutely beats the shit out of the Giants. But this is a little bit of a funky year so far. There's been a lot of upsets. Teams are playing different. This is definitely a different year that we've seen. And so we have to, bet accordingly to that. So one strategy or one matchup that I see is obviously Dallas just absolutely ragdolls the Giants like they did last year. I mean, if we go, we can just look at Dak Prescott's game log real quick. Let's change it to 2023. And obviously Dallas faces the Giants twice a year. And so they've beat them week 1, 40-0, and Dak only threw 143 pass yards. And then they beat them next 49-17, and Dak threw for 404 pass yards. So you know how it goes. So you don't know how the games are going to be. So the first one I want to do is the assumption that not just Dak, but the Cowboys just absolutely ragdoll the Giants, and even defensively, the Cowboys defense just absolutely tears up Daniel Jones. And in that case, if they're beating him so bad, Dak doesn't really need to throw, and then Daniel Jones is getting tore up, so he can't really make those passes. So I'm going to take the all unders. Now, I already locked this in. I forgot to record it live, but I have it right here so you can see it. Dak and CD with Daniel Jones and Malik Neighbors took the all unders, and we just did CD Lamb under the longest reception instead of receiving yards, because when you do just receiving yards, when you just do both receiving yards, it makes it a 7x payout because it's the same game. So when you add that longest reception instead of receiving yards just on one of the receivers, it makes it 9x. So that's one of the plays. Now, the second play I want to do is it being a fairly good matchup. I mean, the Dallas defense has been struggling a little bit the past 2 weeks. They tore up the Browns week 1, but the last 2 weeks they've been struggling a little bit. So in that case, I want to do a play for it being a decently, fairly matched game. And, maybe one team is just ahead by a score and they're both forced to keep throwing. So the next one I want to do is I just want to take the all overs. So we will do Dak Prescott pass yards and we'll do Daniel Jones pass yards. We'll do both of those overs. And then for receiving yards, let's actually check out the longest receptions first. So we have Malik Neighbors at 23.5 longest reception, and then CD at 26.5 longest reception. So what I'm going to do here is, instead of taking the longest reception on CD this time, I'm going to take it on Malik Neighbors, just because he's been pretty fucking consistent with hitting this longest reception. I think he's hit it in all 3 of his games. So I'll take that over, and then I'll take CD's receiving yards over. So it's an all over, but you just be aware that we did the longest reception on Malik Neighbors so that it makes it a 9x payout instead of a 7x payout. And, real quick, I can just show you, if we just do the receiving yards for Malik Neighbors instead of that longest reception, it makes it an 8x. So we'll take that off, and then we'll go do the longest reception on Malik Neighbors to make a 9x, to make us as profitable as possible. So I'll go ahead and lock that in for you real quick. So we've covered Dallas just destroying New York on both ends, offensively and defensively. We've covered it being a pretty fairly matched game. Took the all overs just on passing and receiving for Dallas and New York. Now, the next one, I want to do Dallas takes a pretty early lead. They get ahead by, maybe 2 touchdowns, a field goal. They get ahead by over two scores. So that kind of eliminates the fact to where they need to pass. So the next variable I want to do is that Dallas gets ahead by a couple scores, and they're still going to be competitive, but they're just not forced to throw. And then New York is now forced to throw. So Dallas has a little bit of a run game. So on this one, I'm not going to do it on Prize Picks. I want to do some 20x winners. So I'm going to come over here and we can do this one. So the one I have circled right here, and we're going to do Daniel Jones boost. As you can see, he actually did hit his boost right here. We took it last week with Malik Neighbors at 21.5 longest catch. And man, I wish I would have doubled down on that one because they blew that out of the water. That was such a good bet. So this one is for Daniel Jones to hit his boost because they're going to be playing from behind. They're going to be forced to throw. And obviously his number one target is Malik Neighbors. He's been killing it. And then we will actually, it's this one right here. And then we'll take the unders on Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb just because they're not going to need to throw very much. They're going to get ahead way before they hit these numbers. And so I really like this variable. And that's a good play that I really like right there. And then the next one is, And then the next one is just this kind of the same thing. It's kind of an evenly matched game, but Dallas is just ahead by maybe 1 touchdown, maybe a field goal. They're ahead by 10, still having to be competitive, but they're ahead. And then Daniel Jones having to still have that forced throw. So we're still going to take the Daniel Jones over. I really like this prop with Malik Neighbors. And then just the normal Dak Prescott, 265 pass yards. And then CeeDee Lamb, 25.5 longest catch. And I really like taking the longest catch just on the over for CeeDee Lamb because it's at 25.5 instead of 26.5 on Prize Picks. So that's why I took the under on Prize Picks and I took the over on Betr. So there's 4 plays for you right there, 4 different variables. Like I said, they're obviously not going to hit because they're all different variables for how this game could go. but we have 4 plays, and we could easily hit one of these 20x wins, and that would literally put us up so big. So these are for Betr. If you're not already on Betr, use code CaliLocks for a $250 deposit match. And if you're new here, I always will post. You can see right here they do 8-mans. No other app does this, and you can do an 8-man entry. I posted a 200x play last week. Obviously, it didn't hit. They're very hard to hit, but I'm posting one a week. They most of the time I'll pair it with a special, so they make it to where it's a $5 minimum, and I just want to take advantage of that as much as possible. So you can do a $5 play that wins you $1,500 to $2,000. So it's just a fun app. Definitely download it. And honestly, it's so user-friendly. It's so clean. And I definitely think it might take over Prize Picks this year. So download Betr, use code CaliLocks, and it'll match your first deposit. And you should get a couple specials when you sign up. So there's your free plays. Now, if you want in on the action for everything, these are my VIP packages. Obviously, I have the year pass for all sports, but I really want to push this Saturday VIP day pass for college football this week. So you can see right here, it includes all college football plays for this Saturday, plus all the plays posted until then. So that will include every Thursday night football game I post and all the Friday college football games for this week. So you're gonna get well over 20 plays for this, and you can see it's $75. But just for you guys on YouTube, because I'm trying to build more of a loyal following for you guys on YouTube, I have code CFB75, college football 75, and that's 75% off right there. And you can see number of uses. I just made this path. It's for the first 10 people that lock this in, and that will make this Saturday VIP day pass, I think, about $18. So you're going to get well over 20 plays for 18 something, maybe like 18.50. I can't do the math in my head exactly, but man, you're going to get plays for under $1 a piece. That's a hell of a deal. So take advantage of that. And then if you're ready to pull the trigger and you want plays for all season long, I have NFL and college football season VIP class that gets you every single play for NFL and college football that I lock in. And you can see this price as well. And I have a promo code for you as well, another 75% off discount week 4. And that will get you a 75% discount on every single play for the rest of the season, all the way past the Super Bowl. And the good thing about Winnable is it's such a good site. You can come over here and this will be what it looks like for you guys. And I'll type in code week 4. We'll apply that, and it'll knock almost $1,100 off of that for the entire season. And they offer payment plans. So you pay $0 up front for the entire first month, and it's just $34 a month after that. That is absolutely insane. You got to realize what you actually spend $34 a month on. It is unbelievable. You probably spend more than that on coffee or energy drinks or whatever. So take advantage of this deal while it's there. And that's what I got for you guys so far. So here is your free plays right here. I showed you the Prize Picks one. So I gave you 4 free plays on this video. So please just return the favor. Make sure to like this video. Make sure to drop a comment, showing some support, and most of all, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next free play video for college football. Peace.